Hello Gino and the rest of YouTube. This is part 2 on getting back to basics with our jazz chords. Last time, let me make sure my camera's good. I need to move over just a little bit here. Right. So, last time we were working from the low E string and we did F7 chords like that. And we did chords like this. This one, and then we did that in minor. We did this, this one, and then this one. Then we did majors. This one. This one. Did this one. Now that took all of a minute, but I took maybe 30 minutes and I went through all of those chords. Today is going to be a piece of cake, and let me, for those of you who did not watch that and you're looking at it on YouTube, the purpose of doing these exercises is because we fall into a rut and we go to our go-to chords. So these exercises reinforce that there are chords available to us all over the neck. And oh, by the way, I didn't mention this last time, but when we move to solo guitar playing, the more chord voicings you know, the better. Okay, today, we're just going to move, today's going to be easy. We're just going to move the chords from the low E string to the high E string. So, we're going to orient ourselves from the low E string. Let's take an F7 chord. The only thing we're going to do is move this E to the high E and shift our fingering around a little bit. And we're going to end up with this. Last time we played this F7. I told you last time almost nobody plays that. But it's a perfectly good chord. It's not that hard to play. This time we're going to shift it to the high string. Last time we played this F7. That low E string and move it to the high E string. We're going to end up with this. Last time we played this chord. Every last bit of this is an F7 chord. And this one's easy. We just move this finger over. It's time to do our exercise thing. Now let's just forget the orientation. We want to know these chords. I want to mention too that I mentioned it last time, and for those of you who didn't watch it, this is really for my friend Gino and I to drill ourselves on. But this is to be done without reference, without looking at a book, without looking at a cheat sheet, without looking at anything. Because you want to drill these until you just know these chords. So here's the drill. F7. Here's another F7. Another one. Here's the last one. Well, if you want to get this one, that's fine. Too. This one is the same as this one. So, as I mentioned last time, make up little games. So we can do skip one. We can do here. I'm gonna go get this one. Now I'm gonna go get this one. Skip around, in other words. So if you watch the last video, you kind of get the drill. Stay with that chord back and forth. Let's put on a little track here. Now, this chord I'm playing right now is the one that gives me and most people the most trouble. And hence, it's rarely played. I see a lot of people playing this chord. So let's get this chord right here. So that's another game. You go to the treble, away from the treble, to the treble, away from the treble, to the treble, away from the treble, to the treble. In other words, you give the treble chord more practice. Keep doing that, and it's no longer going to be trouble. Trouble, away, to the trouble. Now, my friend Gino and I, we worked hard on these high string chords because they're great, great, great accompaniment if you have a bass player. Bass players, boom, 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 you're over there going, Sometimes I'll play punch chords like this, and sometimes I'll let them ring. I'll go. That's just a matter of rhythm. Now let's go to this chord here that nobody plays this. Actually, nobody hardly ever plays this either. All F7 chords. Game, drum machine. dominant, minor, and then major. And we learned that there really is only one note difference. So let's do the same thing on the high strings. Here's minor on the low string. Here's minor on the high strings. Now, this is why I'm not giving you the fret numbers, because if you watched the last video, my hunch is that we have learned these chords over the years. They're just not our favorite chords, so we don't have a method not to lose them, that's all. So here's the high string, F minor chord. Here's the next one. Last time we played this. This time we're playing this. Last time we played this. F minor. Just shift over here, and now we got this. Last time we played this. For an F minor. Just take your pinky over to the high E string, and now you got it. Now go back and forth, up and down, do the same thing. Now we're going to get our minor chords together. And we're going to do the same thing, play a little game. Okay, so let's do major chords and then we're out of here for this video. So last time we did a major F7 here. Take this F and put it on the top. You end up with this. Last time we did this major chord. Now we take this A and put it on the top. We got this. Last time we did this. This particular inversion, I can already tell that my hands are not used to this one. So you know what to do. This is trouble. We're going to go away from trouble, toward trouble. Last one's pretty easy. So let's go to this one. Kind of a zigzag pattern here. Away from it. A lot of people are familiar with this chord. So let's do this. Let's work with this chord until it's not trouble anymore. This one's easy. Trouble. Uh-oh. See, it's trouble when I'm not getting there in tempo. Here. Now let's get there. Trouble. Get the idea. So let's talk just for a second. So far we did major, minor, and dominant chords in 4 different positions. 3 chords, 4 positions. 3 times 4 is 12. There's 12 keys, that's 144 chords. We just doubled that to 288 chords because we just took it to the high string. all we really have to do now is learn the middle string voicings, and then we got our core voice. We haven't talked about nines or 11s or 13s or none of that. We're just talking about basic 7 chords. So, just to review, we got F7, 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 F7. You should be able to do that without looking at a thing. We got F minor, we got F minor, we got F minor, and we got F minor. Now we got F major, and F major, we got F major, backwards. I'm going to have to work on that chord, I can tell already. And then we got F major. Now, on your own time, we're going to add 2 more chords in both places. F minor 7 flat 5 and a diminished chord. If you can play all 5 of those, you really have a solid foundation in your chord work on the guitar. Now, in the 3rd and final video of this series, we're going to get into the middle 4 strings and find those same chords again. But for now, practice, 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 and have fun. Talk to you soon. Take care.